guys, what's going on? F5 my pawn here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had just managed to defeat a lot of bandits, I believe. And we just came out of taking out the warden. And we just basically got on the precipice to where we're going to be hunting the bandit leader. And my hopes is, for today's stream, we will be going into the farmlands. Or at least making our way over to there, in order to help out the civilians over there. But, I digress. Without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens. Now, I've been seriously thinking about how I want to do this build, because, I do really want to go into the cold build like planned. However, there's one thing that's limiting me. If I want to go into Nightblade as planned, I'd have to swap everything in my devotion tree over to cold base damage. And that's easier said than done. I can respec as much as I want, theoretically, but I cannot change my damage to cold. However, there are ways that I can convert my fire damage into cold damage, but I'm definitely going to need to convert these into more cold-oriented spells if I want to transform them all completely. But, yeah. We'd need cold-based damage, basically. There are a few things that do focus in on cold, like Spellfire Wands and all that jazz, but it's not that amazing, I'm going to be real with you. Like, even the Spellfire Wand here is like 15 to 16 fire and cold damage. And I do believe that we need melee weapons anyways, so kind of defeats the purpose. We're better off getting, like... Yeah, we basically have... Well, I guess the Spellfire Wand is melee, isn't it? It is melee, to be fair. But, yeah. We basically have to go through some sort of effort in order to, like, design something that's, you know, good for us, essentially. And while there is items that we can theoretically use that help with cold, we just don't have the means to actually make use of it properly yet. Although Death's Gaze is probably the closest thing we're going to get to a Skull of Scorching, aren't we? The Cowl of Blind Assassin's tempting as well, but it doesn't seem to do cold damage, which is a bummer. So we'd probably need the Crown of the Winter King if we were to go anything, theoretically. Which will allow us to convert physical damage to cold damage, which is tempting. But I think we can do better. Actually, the Rime Tongue Mask might be the way to go, because it does convert fire damage into cold damage. So if we can get the Rime Tongue set, even though we will not get the benefits from Demolitionist, we do get the benefits from Nightblade, and we could theoretically convert the fire damage that we're currently doing into cold damage, which in turn could make things even more ridiculous, but I'm not sure. But I digress. We are going to make our way over to Cronley's hideout and, I guess, begin the hunt?
Is there something you need?
No, not yet. Let's see, is there anything I can do around here, like turn in some quests here? I don't think there is anything that we can turn in.
Let's see what I can do here.
Let's see. About your supplies. Said you came from Burwitch. Got where's you? There's a hero. Here we go. Well, it doesn't appear like they have anything special to say, so I'm not gonna bother. Let's just go straight to Cronley's hideout and let's just deal with him. But as it's very clear to us, we need to deal with our survivability. That's one of the few big things that we have to overcome. And hopefully I'm able to do as such. Because, I can only do so much to, help my defenses, that's for sure. What's this? Vitality damage? Yeah, it's a necromancer thing. Not a fan of that damage, but, you know, what can we do, alright? I mean, there is one thing we could theoretically do. If we go into Nightblade, there is... Veil of Shadow would give us an aura that makes it so enemies suffer. We could also get Phantasmal Armor, which will allow us to get Pierce Reduction, Reduced Freeze duration, and Petrify duration. But the biggest thing is definitely the armor value. And considering we do need to go into Nightblade eventually, it's not bad to consider. Well, for now, I'm more focused on getting my mental alacrity going, so... Next level is going to be really good for us for casting, at the very least. Alright, let's go down here, because we might as well take out as many enemies as possible. Give ourselves as much of a chance as possible, or as much damage as possible here. Not that great. Great. 20 fire damage, 8 burn damage. 10% elemental damage is tempting, but again, not necessary. Okay, that's everything there. Yeah, that was a bit quiet there, but okay. We won't go down over to the shrine because we can't really use it anymore because it's already been discovered. So no point in trying. Go. Hey, dynamite. Always welcome. Okay. We've got Ascended Outlaws around here, so that's fine and dandy. Or at least our hunt, anyways. Okay. All right. Not sure why they're living with wasps, but I guess this is just how they live. Okay, there goes the Ascended Outlaws. Okay, we'll just slip over here. another incendiary shoulder plates. 32 burn, 17 fire. We got 34 fire and 44 burn. So we're going to be fine there. It does appear that we do need more physique if we want to utilize all that, though. I respect it, though. I respect it. Nothing there. There's a totem over here that we can access. Okay, we'll go up and around, just so we're carefully just going through
Can't do
these.
that yet.
Gotta be careful of the AoE, or the lingering damage over time effects that seem to drop casually. Okay. Nothing there. Okay, grab the Bruiser's note. Okay, there's a boss there, apparently. Let's see. Oh, hello. Maven's Spear starts to deal Aether damage. Or 74 Aether damage to Maven's Spear protection. So if I were to wear this helm, I'd gain Aether damage. But the biggest, obviously, being the Maven Spear upgrade. It's better than, well, slightly better in regards to that. It also gives us increased armor and attack speed. Interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about that, to be quite honest. It feels nice, but I don't know. Okay, Astral Robes, Elementium, a few other things. I do Recipe, nice. Vitality and Aether damage with Distortion. And then we've got elemental damage for the Astral Robes. It does give more armor, and it does give slightly more elemental damage. We lose out on a percentage of spirit boost, but we do gain vitality resistance and elemental resistance. And our energy regen does increase slightly higher. I don't know. I don't think I like this, to be quite honest, so I'm probably going to ignore it. It seems tempting at first, but at the same time, the only thing good about it is the armor. When you think about it, that is. Just wait for that to cool. There we go. There we go. Then we do this. Nice and slightly organized to an extent. Although to that end, I may as well just do this. There we go. Done. There we go. Now I got all my rares, and well, sort of rares in there. Alright, we've now got our boss fight right here. I don't think we'll be able to handle it in one easy swoop, but we'll do our best. Alright, there is Cromley.
So Bourbon's dog has come barking. You should give up trying to act the savior. It doesn't suit you. Humanity is already doomed and a new power is rising. Get on board like I did or go extinct. Well, that's not quite true. The Ethereals will need new vessels, so I'm sure they'll keep some domesticated humans around to breed like livestock. You know, I heard you were taken when they found you. I bet your offspring would make good vessels.
Why are you after the prison?
Isn't it obvious? Devil's Crossing may be a prison, but it's like a fortress and controls the roads to Burwich and to the west. The Ethereals wanted to capture it, and you know, as much as I wanted out of that place, I think I've grown nostalgic for it. This time, I get to play Warden, and I intend to have some fun just like old Krieg did. Tell you what, give me Devil's Crossing and I'll put in a word for you. Maybe get the Ethereals to keep you around as a breeder. Either that, or I'm happy to do things the painful way. Painful for you, that is.
Right. Well, this ends now.
I can't do that yet. Can't do that yet.
Just gotta be careful of the area of effects that stack up. But if I do, then I should be fine.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Not too bad. He was arguably easier than the previous. But it does appear that Cronley does not have Elsa, which is good. So, I guess that's a good thing? Let's see. Swarm Scorched Shoulder Guards. Fire and lightning damage, burn and electrocute. But otherwise, kind of pointless for us, because we don't use either. This is a fire belt. This is actually really good for us, so I'm actually going to wear this. It's way better than our previous belt at the very least, so definitely worth its weight in gold. So we're going to wear that. That's going to give us a 20 armor boost. And then we can go into Cronley's notes here and figure out what we're doing here. Alright. Cluster of aether crystals appears to be the source of corruption. Its destruction would see an end to Cromley's mad designs. You hear faint whispers in your head as you approach it, as if a multitude of voices were calling out to you from within a shard. Let's destroy the laboratory and the crystal. There we go. No reason to keep it alive. In turn, we get the Aether Soul, which is a nice little boon there. We just toss this over here. There we go. But yeah, the Aether Soul gives us 6% less damage to Aetherials and Aether Corruptions. And we also get Aether Resistance, Defensive Ability, and Aether Damage. So if we focus more on the Aether aspect of things, we can deal some serious damage. But, won't really do that much for us, really. Well, beyond the norm, that is. I don't think there's anything here. Yeah. Nothing worth mentioning, anyways. Nothing down there. Then we're left with the hole here, which is a welcome sight. There you go. Hello. Hold on, let me clear out the area here. Be wary, traveler. Savages living up in the Four Hills destroyed this once magnificent structure in an effort to trap their victims. With the bridge gone and the road to Smuggler's Pass washed out by storms, the way to the north is barred to us. Is there no other way? There is one other, but you'd be a fool to try it. South of here, there are ruins to the ancient city of Arkovia. There is a passage there through the Arkovian Undercity that leads to the Broken Hills. It'd be wise to turn back. That is the realm of the Cursed Dead. The Cursed Dead? Yes, the remnants of Arkovia's cursed people. The tale's a tragic one, but none could tell it better than Aumkla, back at a camp near New Harbor. I'll have to speak to her. But, yeah. That way's, broken, so we won't be, going that way. But we will go back to, Old Arkovia's Rift, because we can turn in some quests there, I believe. Among the many other options available to us. But I want to go around here to get to them. I found some text you may find interesting. Alright, we get some Rover rep. Moneybags Martins is dead. You're welcome. And let's see. We've already learned the recipes here, so there's no point in sticking to them beyond what we've already done. Yeah, there isn't really anything that we want, aside from maybe, like, this Winter Codex would probably be nice. But again, we can't really use cold damage unless we can convert the fire damage that we have into cold damage. And then, at that point, the cold damage will escalate to ridiculous levels. We'll go back to Devil's Crossing, then we can report the bounty and all that. Go from there. Start with the table, I guess. There we go. That is level 32 for us. We'll step away from the bounty table for now, because we don't need it.
Is it finished?
Darkness is no more, and his gang is scattered.
The world is a little safer today with that monster dead. Now what of Elsa? You must have seen something.
Darius did not have Elsa.
Damnation. Perhaps she escaped and ran for Homestead. Or maybe they sold her. I have to go back out there. If there is any chance that Elsa still lives, I have to find her. I owe her that much.
What do we do now?
Now that we're not in any imminent danger, we need to deal with a more subtle enemy. Starvation. Devil's Crossing is running out of food and our supply runs are coming up dry. We need a reliable source of food and we need it fast. Barnabas has some ideas as to what we can do. Speak to him immediately.
I'll speak with Barnabas. And we need to return to Bernard at the rover camp in the Arkovian foothills, it seems. Alright, we've got 3 points. Alright, we've got 4 casting speed, a reduction to skill energy costs. This should help quite a bit with our, This should help quite a bit. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get 1 point for now. Because this is just gonna bolster... Well... Do we just take 1 point? No, let's take all 3. We're gonna max out mental alacrity, and then we'll get the, Then we'll get the Wrath of Agravix to increase our damage significantly. So that way, our damage escalates slightly more because of this. Total damage modified by 180%. So main hand damage would increase by 60%, I guess. And we'll be able to knock down targets at the cost of our skill recharge being 3.8 seconds longer. And then at that point, we just escalate damage to ridiculous degrees, so...
Come, friend.
Take it in stride.
Share a glass of clean water with old Barnabas to celebrate your victory in Burwich.
Or you say you had a plan for our food situation.
Right to business, then. Before the world fell apart, Burwich got its food stocks from the vast farmlands to the northwest. With the bridge repaired, we need to find a way back to Homestead. The journey will take you far to the northwest, and I haven't a clue what's out there. Start by following the road out into the Arkovian foothills, all the way through Old Arkovia. With luck, the old coastal bridge near Twin Falls still stands. If that's not an option, you'll have to look for Smuggler's Pass. It's an old smuggling route that ran through the Broken Hills. It should connect to Homestead. We must find out whether the farmlands can still support us, or if the Grim Dawn claimed them as it did Burwich.
What can I expect out there?
Nobody's been as far north as Homestead in months, so I can only imagine what sort of horrors have crawled out of the mountain crags following the Grim Dawn. Stay sharp out there.
I will. I guess now that I think about it, I can actually go down here to see if there's another bit of loot here. No, I guess not. I guess you can't actually take advantage of the loot down here. I assume this is like a area that they're planning to expand upon in the new DLC, but I could be wrong. It just feels right that they would expand upon it if we were to go that route. But I digress. We want to go over to the Arkovian Foothills Rift, so that way we can turn in our quest. No reason to not, after all. I've destroyed the barricade. My pleasure. We get some gold, rover rep, and inventory bag. Technically, we were already full on inventory bags, so we don't really need more. But, yeah. It's there. Okay, we then go to Twin Falls. We cannot cross the bridge, so we have to go through Smulders Pass. Which is unfortunate, but the reality of it. Yep. Alright, now we're dealing with the undead. Lovely. Guess we can dip through here. Deal with the enemy heroes. Hey. Okay, let's make our way up here. At least we've now got an energy surplus. That's probably the biggest thing here. We're also getting a lot of experience, that too. Okay, off we go. Oh, I nearly died there, damn.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, no, I need a means to get some more armor. So yeah, I might have to go into Night Towns sooner than I expected. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's the guys down there. Never mind. Okay. Go. Greetings. You do not know me, but I've heard of you. I am Bulwark, of the Order of the Death Sigil, or Vigil. Your exploits lead me to believe that you may just be who I need for my assignments. Assignment. Virtual Land of Malevolent Spirits. Okay, I'll do the task. Okay, there we go. Another task ahead of us. I do enjoy the spam, but getting some means of KO would certainly help. Or at the very least, some level of, you know, control. Okay, ascend here, there we go. Okay, here we go. Up here. Let's just casually beat up these guys here.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Okay, we got some insane amounts of energy. Hey. Codex of Reckoning. Physical damage, fire damage. Okay. We'd lose out on the ability to convert aether damage into fire damage, as well as lightning damage into fire damage. But we'd get quite literally double our, well, not quite literally, but half of double of our codex, or rather the skull of words. Caldor's Tempest would basically, well, I don't know. We basically lose out on the effects that Caldor's Tempest is getting modified with. Put simply. Okay, let's see. We've got 20 spirits, 6 cunning, 8 physique. I'm gonna upgrade physique up to 10. I honestly probably want to turn my cunning into something else, but I digress. Let's go into devotion here. What did I invest into? Okay. What was it again that I needed? I wanted fire damage, right? Right, so I needed the Phoenix. Alternatively, I can go the Magi, which would give me fire damage, and it also give me burn damage on top of that, huh? Let's see. So we need 10 points of affinity, so if I were to get the Scholar's Light, I could effectively get what I need. Because the elemental damage would effectively scale for us. We'd also get some defensive ability, which is always nice. Did I decide to go something up here as well? I think I decided that I wanted to go Scarab, but I can't remember for the life of me. I'm gonna go with the Scholar's Light for now. Prioritize that. Is that, at least that way I can actually scale this up and get some nice little bonuses. Won't hurt, to say the least. Alright.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. We get the Chains of Oleron, which gives us offensive ability and movement speed, which is pretty decent for what it is. But then again, we don't really use that much offensive ability. So, it's alright. Not perfect, but it's good. And the pants. Physique, cunning, health regen, poison and acid resistance up the wazoo. But it's only good for Modrogan's Pact and Spectral Binding, which I believe is a shaman necromancer thing. So it doesn't really have a good value right now. We are now despised by the Arkovian undead, though. Hey, level 33, though. Nice. Okay, well, I guess min-maxing mental alacrity is the way to go, but at the same time, I think fire damage is needed more. Am I willing to nuke the cooldown in favor of this? Not really. Not right now. I'm going to increase this to increase our burn damage at least, and increase our fire damage as well. Probably going to help us right now in the immediate rather. Go. Okay, there we go. Down we go here. Okay, well, I guess it's in our best interest to go into the Arkovian Undercity, but for now, let's go in through the cave entrance here. For this little alcove, because you never know. Okay. Just gotta burn harder. That's all it comes down to. Who knows? Maybe the burn damage is exactly what we need. Oh. Pop this rock, because we can. Okay, file score and gloves, yep.
I can't do that yet.
Just spam the burn. Hey. Okay, we will casually just toss these here. There we are. This gives us health, defensibility, shield recovery time, and physical damage retaliation. And this is just retaliation damage, which is nice. But I digress. Nothing too crazy. I'll do it like that, so that way I'm not filling out the last slot of my inventory in the worst way possible. I think that covers everything, yeah. Yeah, everything here is basically cleared out, so that's good. Now we will go into the Undercity, I think. But before that, I do want to, you know, peruse around here, see what there is. Oh, God. Hold on there, Traveler. You wouldn't want a pretty lady's brains to spill out. Hold on. I'll handle this. Hold on there, Traveler. You want this pretty lady's brains to spill out all over the ground, would you? Let's see some iron. I'm turning around. No need to make a mess. Well, yeah, I don't think so. And yeah, she just draws her weapon as well, so it's just like... Can't believe you've done this. But whatever. That's their choice if they want to resort to such nefarious means to get a couple iron. I should probably go the long way around. Just easier. Alright, let's go into the alcove. Well, let's go into the depths and handle all this then. Here we go. Yeah, no, both of these guys I can take out, but some have absurd amounts of HP. Also doesn't help that we are having trouble trying to defend ourselves. We definitely need more armor or something to help us with the damage that we're suffering. At least I level up pretty quick, so that's nice. Okay, if I work my bait back around... There we go. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing in that corner, so off we go. go down here. Okay, we got a Forgotten Passage. Oh, we've also leveled... Oh, right, we've got this. I guess Physique? Having a higher Physique increases our health and health regen, I suppose. I'm probably going to stop getting Cunning, because I'm probably going to rely on a melee weapon, for the most part, when it comes to these sorts of things. So we'll just match our, spirits with, strength, I guess. Okay, more rep with the rovers, which is nice. Hey. We've already learned a Squall Relic. Herald's Jacket. +1 to all skills if we get the Herald's Mask and the Herald's Ward as well. Tempting. Alright, well, let's keep going. No reason to stand on ceremony. Yeah, the ghosts really don't stand a chance with us just bursting them with fire. That much is a given. But, yeah, we go down here, I guess. Oh, no. Go to Skellies.
I can't do that yet.
Nothing down there. Hello. Quick draw gloves, shield of aggression.
I can't do that yet.
Not sure why they didn't chase, but whatever. I guess they were waiting for us to come in. Coffin has a few things, but nothing too crazy. The Bindings of Bismel. That is a 25 offensive and defensive ability and a +1 energy regen. For a second. Binds your minions to your will as well. Hold on. Oh, that just gives a 20 to all damage and 10 to all health of your minions. Good for summoners, not so good for me in this particular instance. Good for a necromancer, though. That much I can warrant. Okay, there we go. Clear out the undead here. But yeah, no, it's pretty self-explanatory here, isn't it? Oh, hello, ghosts. Ghosts just incinerate. I must admit, I do like the area of effects. I would love it if you could actually increase the size of your area of effect with Kaldor's Tempest. But unfortunately, there is very few ways for that to happen. If at all. So, unfortunately, this is the radius that we'll have to deal with if we're going to be utilizing it. It really just comes down to personal preference on how you want to play it, really. Okay. Nothing down here. Let's set up a portal here. Go to the ruin entrance here. Leads us outside to here. Please stay your weapon, mortal. I ask that you only hear my plea. What do you need? Okay. Ultra Hideous Harpy. Sure, why not? This gives you a, another skill point or something, I believe, so it never hurts to actually get those sorts of things. Thus why I'm doing the quest for him. So, you know what? I'm actually going to do that first. Because why not? Then we can just continue on with the other parts of the quest, and we should be good. Let's do this. We'll just quickly go through here. At least the bolts of enemies given plenty of experience. Kind of ridiculous thinking about it.
I can't do that yet.
We've got a rune entrance here as well, it seems, interestingly. Level 36. And what about this area here? Okay. Okay, chthonic individuals are, you know, roaming amok here. Nothing we can't handle. Okay, we'll go up and around.
I can't do that yet.
Hey, level 34. Nice. We've already got that. I guess I could just bring up Cunning up to 10 as well. Because it would give us a bonus to Physical and Pierce, which we will be benefiting from Pierce slightly. Bonus duration damage is also an option. But the Spirit is probably the most important, so we're gonna level that up to 30 now. We'll probably definitely get Cunning up to 10 at least. But we're definitely focusing more into Spirit here. As for damage, I guess I could go into Conversion. It absorbs harmful debilitating effects and converts them into energy reserves. You know what? No. Nightblade. If we invest a few levels into there, we can get to armor. And we'll also get physique, cunning, and spirit with Nightblade, but I don't know. I don't know. It feels too soon to be using it. I mean, dual blades would give us the armor value that we need. And it would increase the incentive to dual wield melee weapons. Mind you, we don't have to dual wield. We just need to, it will just increase our values. I'm going to say no for now, again. I'm completely indecisive with it, as you can probably guess. Given the circumstances, I think it's in our best interest to... I don't know. Ah. I mean, I guess the most logical conclusion is that we go with Inferno. Max this up completely. Yes, it does increase the energy cost of Kaldor's Tempest. However, we are now at max level, and the burn damage is ridiculous, as well as the fire damage that we're doing, so it just brings this to a nice, juicy... Yeah, it just brings us up to a nice, juicy amount of damage. And if you can see, yeah, we're dealing 7,500, not including the 7,000 or 8,000 that we're doing, as damage over time. Which, in of its own right, is going to do some ridiculous things, I would wager. Before we go any farther, though, I am going to go back to base in Devil's Crossing, and then I'm going to sell some stuff before I do continue. Because goodness knows we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we just need to sell, and I'm going to sell pretty much every green here at this point. I don't even care what it is, I'm just going to sell them all. Right. Alright, let's see. What do we got for gear for the, blues? Shattered Star bonus. Lightning and Aether. Fire damage and lightning damage, which is weird. Physical damage converted into elemental damage. The shield itself does elemental damage on top of that. But it's only good if you have the Flames of Ifgnar, whatever that is. Otherwise, all of it seems pretty useless to us right now. How's our dynamite reserve looking? We've got 4, so we can just sack 4 of these items here. I think that's in our best interest to do so. Thus I will.
Is there something you need?
We'll talk to his apprentice to dismantle. Yep. Okay, we got a Wendigo spirit. And we'll keep 1 dynamite just in case.
Be safe
There we
out
go.
there.
The rest we'll put in storage, and then we'll keep on going with our venture.
I'll keep your stash safe.
There we go. Not sure why I put this in here. Oh, it's because you get +2 to Star Pact and a whole bunch of stuff. But it's a level 35 thing, isn't it? It's certainly better than the Maven's Lens, and it converts physical damage into cold.
I'll keep an eye on this.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Oh, there we go. But yeah, it appears that the Night Hunter chest guard is exactly what we need in order to convert fire to cold. Vitality to cold. Howl of the Blind Assassin. Nope. Fire to cold. We need Glacier and Fervor alongside Silver Core Bolts and 10 Wendigo Spirits. Jeez. I do suppose this is a legendary helm, so I guess it makes sense, but damn.
Bring me back any.
But yeah, anyways. Apologies, I was just checking out what could be gotten. I keep getting distracted with that. Hopefully not too long. There we go.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Level 37s are a nasty piece of work, but, you know, easy to take out if done right. Oh god, this is gonna be nasty.
I can't do that.
Alright, we're hostile with the Eldritch Horrors, it seems. Lovely. There we go. Easy peasy. Outlaw Retribution. Yeah, it's alright. Vicious Jawbone can go here. Secret. All that's left is just a guy in the chains. It's alright. Right? Okay, we go up here, and then we'll see what else is there. Probably more enemies and bosses, obviously. All right. Man, these guys are nasty. Do a lot of damage, that's for sure. Hello?
I can't do that yet.
Oh, I'm gonna perish here. Good thing I set up a portal.
I can't do that yet.
Oh.
I can't
Okay,
do
there we
that
go.
yet. I can't do that yet.
Well, at least the damage we take isn't that bad.
I can't do that yet.
Ow. Okay, that guy hurts. At least I got a portal going on, so it's not all bad, but damn. Oof. Okay, reclaim my experience.
I can't do that yet.
There we go, got him. Ravings of Nerenkur. Okay. Got a bunch of stuff here. What's this? Okay, lightning damage mace with physical damage as main priority, but it's got lightning damage affixes with it. Otherwise, pretty useless for us. Yeah, it tends to be the norm for us, huh? That looks like something you can cross, but fortunately it is not, so... Yeah. Unfortunate, but that's just the reality of it. Alright. Rune entrance. This brings us back to the ancient ruins that we were at, but yeah, we've cleared out the area, basically. Alright, from here, I guess we look out for the harpy, don't we? Gonna be a whole bunch of animals, which we can easily take out. For the most part, that is. Pop this out. Okay, can't go farther down there, unfortunately. Yeah, no, let's actually deal with the Harpy last. We can focus on the, Let's focus on Old Arkovia first. Then we'll help Minova here. Just seems like the logical conclusion to finish this little dungeon off first. Considering how, pretty big it is. Never hurts to just do this stuff immediately. Okay. Yeah, no, I need more armor.
I can't do that yet.
Like, it's undeniable that I need more armor if I want to live. Like, geez, it's painful going through this without armor. Or at the very least, the protection necessary to actually go into melee. Unfortunately, the mage just doesn't have that. Well, the Arcanist,
That
I should
skill's
say,
not ready.
just doesn't have that survivability up front. They're meant for the back line, but I guess we can fix that when we take Nightblade, which I'm probably going to do at this point. We need Nightblade, if only for the armor.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Else we're going to be spamming potions every single time. Alternatively, lifesteal would be equally as important or useful.
I can't do that yet.
But that's not going to be a luxury we have. And of course we go down. Alright, perhaps it is time that we... Well, no, let's get the level up first before we start jumping the gun. Yeah. We will prioritize getting the... Yeah, we need the first levels of where we're getting that percentage of armor increase from Nightblade. And then we can just increase the passives that give us armor. And we'll go from there. Okay, our grave isn't that far off, though. Or that far away. So we should be able to secure our gear with relative ease. Okay, go around here. Set up a portal just in case things go awry even farther. Anything down here? I don't think there is, but it doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, we're pretty much good. Okay, now we can go down to the lower levels. Set up a portal just in case. Alright, let's begin.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
There we go. Got them all. Sky Shard Spellblade, Wrathblade, Shadow Spine Enforcer. Okay. Got some interesting loot items. Okay, let's see. Cold and lightning damage weapon. Okay. If I recall correctly, lightning damage is converted into fire damage. When it's when specifically involving Kaldor's Tempest, that is. Yeah, it's alright.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, let's just spam fire here. There we go. A gavel. Fire and lightning damage. Burn and electrocute. Physical damage converted to lightning. It is a one-handed mace. But it does give 4 to conversion. Oh, interesting. So it's a very potent ability, in a way. But, yeah, it seems like arrows are the worst enemy for us right now. As much as I don't want them to be. Like, from what I can tell, arrows are the bane of our current build right now. So we need to find a way to either counter it or just mitigate the pain of it. Because everything else we can seemingly tank with it without issue. Ooh, that's actually pretty decent. As is this. For a cold damage weapon, this is not bad. We need cunning if we want to use this dagger, though. But alas, we don't need it. We're not looking to play a cunning character. We're looking to play a, well, caster. I'm sure we'll be able to remake it to something ridiculously strong. Give it time, though. Okay, that's those enemies dealt with. Now we go up here. Set up a portal behind us. get across there, but that's fine. Ow.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, that hurt. Not a fan of that, but okay. Apologies if I'm being quiet. I'm just focusing. Sometimes it's just therapeutic just to do all this, but I think I've gone over this many times before on how I feel about, you know, just mindlessly doing this. It's nice. It really is. Okay, this gives us a bonus to Electra's Flash Freeze. It also gives us a bonus to Frozen Core. Whatever that is. Also gives us Frostburn, and lightning damage is converted to cold damage with Frozen Sky Shard. Interesting. Whatever. It's no big deal on our part.
Can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, there we go. Done. Arbalist. 53% to all damage. Interesting. Physical damage converted to vitality damage as well. I don't really do physical damage, period, so no point in trying that. There we go. Oh, level 35, nice. Ow! That hurt. At least I don't lose my level up, damn. Okay, let's see. No, I think it's high time we just go into Nightblade. Even just one level, so that way we can get the dual blades effect, is gonna be good. Let's see. If we take 2 levels here, that's going to give us an increase of armor of 5%. It's a small increase right now, but it will be ridiculously useful later on. What else is there? Ideally, we want to get the pneumatic burst as well, because that will act as a healing. But at the same time, it's not that great because we want passive health regen. Or at the very least, a means to resist damage. So it would be in our best interest to also get phantasmal armor. And then maybe merciless repertoire? Merciless repertoire isn't that important though, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, at the moment we need dual blades and phantasmal armor. That's all we really need from the Nightblade build that we've got going for us right now. If we can pursue those two at its core, then we should be fine. Oh, right. Increase our spirit. There we go. But yeah, 5% increase on armor should help our defenses a little bit. It's not perfect, but a 5% is better than no percent at all. And once that percentage reaches a ridiculous amount, then the story entirely. Although a flat armor bonus is probably going to do us much better, if I'm going to be real with you. Alright, portal up. Okay, there we go. Now we go through the portcullis here.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Ow. Ow. Damn spirits. Yeah, you can tell that I'm having a bit of trouble there. Eh. I didn't do the ruined shrine there. Okay, let's deal with the enemies
I
first.
can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Alright.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, I guess we go here.
I can't do that yet.
Ow, okay. There we go, finally. Then we activate this. Done. That gets us another devotion point, which we can invest into skills, obviously. For the devotion, obviously want to go for the Scholar's Light here. This will give us some physique and defense, elemental resistance on top of that. And when we do get the last bit here for Scholar's Light, we'll get the elemental damage, energy regen, aether resistance, and of course the complete constellation bonus. Okay, there we go. And from there, we'll grab our grave, because that's a bit of experience that we did end up losing a little bit of. Like that. Pop this chest open. There we go. And now we make our way out to the other side here. And from there, we will exit out the back end here, so that way we can, we need to speak with him outside the Steps of Torment. So I guess we just go to Twin Falls here. Wrong spot. We need to go to Broken Hills Rift, I believe. Because the Steps of Torment should be somewhere down south here. I think. Well, it may not. Well, I guess it would be south, I think. It's been a while since I last played Grim Dawn, so that's probably what's going on. But yeah, we can go up here and around, I guess, and that'll lead us closer to where we need to go. Or one of the two quests, that is. Okay. Oh, even more. Okay. Yeah, we go down here. This is where we need to go. But before that,
Can't do that yet.
a Adept's Dagger. Okay, we'll learn that because we can. Fire and Chaos damage. This does even more fire damage. We lose out on the percentage boost, but we do get lightning resistance and bleed resistance. I'm gonna say no. As much as I do like the fire damage boost. Let's see. Anchorite's leggings. Meh. It's alright. Could do better, though. Right. Can we go down here? No, I don't think we can. No. Okay. Yet another area I can't access. Well, I guess that's the other side of it, so no matter. That said, if we have a teleport, we technically probably could jump the gap. We just need a proper teleport for it. You have done as we asked. I am pleased to see this. The oligarchs are gone. With their corrupted souls destroyed, this land will begin to heal in time. But I must ask of you next its far more dire challenge. The Grand Priest Zelkazan was the Arkovian upon whose word all Arkovian necromancers were banished to the steps of torment. Even in death, he continues to gather lost souls of Arkovia, his mad world. The time has come to scatter his flock and erase disdain upon the world for good. You must travel deep within the steps of torment. On the third floor, you'll find the priest of his desecrated altar. Purge him from this place, and I shall join you below. Alright. Sounds good. And turn and step. Yeah, I don't really like it. It is way more armor, though, to be fair, so, you know what? Even though it doesn't really boost our outputs, and it just gives us avoidance, well, it just gives us resistances here, I think it's better than what we've got currently. Way better. Yeah, as weird it is to lose the unseen swiftness, I think we get way better defense this way. Or at least more physical resistance, I should say. Krillion's Shattered Soul gives us fire and vitality damage. Attack speed, interesting. Meh. What else can we equip here that'll make us even better? If we lose the shoulders that we currently have, we can probably don some stronger ones, possibly. Well, assuming we have the physique for it, that is. We need 384, it seems, if we want to wield these Hinterland shoulder pads, which is pretty decent for what they are. Yeah, so we're probably going to need a big boost to physique at some point. If only to wear some proper shoulder pads that we can actually utilize. Got ourselves a treacherous dungeon. Okay, let's see. Players have increased armor, which is really good for us. Monsters attack, cripple, and damage their opponents. And monsters are infused with fire, dealing additional burn damage. Okay. But they are not resistant to fire, which is good. Given that's the core of our, abilities, it's good for us. Okay, we have... I'm not going to be opening those,
I can't do that yet.
Not yet, anyways. That's another time for, when we go down and deal with that. Go. Well, hey, at least the experience gained from this is pretty nice. Okay, there we go. Okay. Done. Okay, that brings us to the first part of the dungeon, or first floor of this area. I believe there is... Yeah, there's this floor then. Well, at least we're getting plenty of levels, so I can't really complain what we're doing about this.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, that hurt. That really did hurt. You know, now that I think about it, I keep forgetting that, I do have the Arcane Will. That's literally one of the ways I can get way more armor. Then again, we do get it multiplied by a percentage if we have the Nightblade buff. But I digress.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Okay, there appears to be a bunch of damage coming over there.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, regenerate. Ow. Yeah, no, not having fun with those guys, that's for sure. Damn. Alright, well, at least I got a portal there. I'm just glad I keep throwing down portals because I know I'm gonna die. It's kind of getting ridiculous at this point, though. Okay, let's speed through. Did a portal there. But yeah, no, we definitely need way more. Either we need armor or just life regen. Or something that will help us survive. That's the big thing, really. I think I could squeeze in there. Well, I don't need to go there. Never mind. There's like one body here that you can loot, but it's not worth it. Yeah, it's just hidden remains. Okay, let's see. Is that it? Did this room? I guess so. Yep, let's just get going to the third floor now. Now, if I recall correctly, if we go this way, we should be able to encounter a, something helpful. Take a moment to heal. There we go.
I can't do that yet.
That hurt. Not a fan of those burst archer, or the archers that have a group that bursts you down. Okay. But yeah, no, there is a altar there, so. Okay, let's back up a bit so that way we can level up here properly. Alright. This will increase our damage, defensive ability, and energy regen. What does defensive ability do? It reduces our chance to be hit. Okay. I think I already talked about this before, but if I can get a high enough physique, that's probably going to be where we go from here. Elemental damage, burn damage. This is probably going to be our outfit that we're going to wear. Elemental and burn. Yeah, this will probably cut it for what we're going to use. Yeah, we'll just wear that. Increase our physique. I could wear these boots instead. Sacrifice some armor in favor of elemental damage. Give us elemental resistance, bleed resistance. It's alright. Arcane lens is bad. Boost. Yeah, that's a lot of boosts, isn't it? Toss that there. I guess I'll wear these, because these give way more armor value. Even though the Inferno isn't that great. Yeah, this gives us less damage, but more defensive ability, so it just works for ourselves way better. Apologies if I'm taking my time. I just want to make sure I'm getting the best out of this. Yeah, that should be enough. It's not a huge increase, but it's slight boosts here and there. It should at least increase our survivability somewhat. It should turn one volley into multiple that need to take a that are needed to take us out at the very least. Okay, we will start this. There we go. Hallowed ground is welcome. Mark of Oaths. Fire and lightning damage. Increases maximum fire and lightning resistance. 43 though. Okay, well, that's done, I guess. Okay. Okay, we'll go down here now. Oh god. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Threadmaker footpaths. It's alright. The physical resistance is probably the most alluring thing, if anything. Not that I could wear any of this. I need to be level 40 for all this. So I'm like 4 levels behind on all this good stuff. Ah, well. I expect this sort of shenanigans. Ow! Wow. You know what? I'm gonna take a small break after that. But when I return, I'll get some, I'll get back my experience and, continue down that hellhole that it is. See you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm back. You'll have to forgive me, I took much longer than expected. Oh well. Okie dokie. All we really gotta do is just set up a portal here, and we should be good. Not a fan of the constantly spawning ghosts, but it's not too surprising. Set up a portal there.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Ow. Oh, I'm luring him in. Well, GG. There was no saving me from that, that's for sure. Damn. God, it's painful.
I can't do that yet.
Ow! Oh, I didn't choose my abilities here, huh? Okay, well... more defensive ability, I guess?
I can't do that yet.
Are you kidding? Come on. Ah. Alright, before I do anything else, maybe I should take a moment to go to Lower Crossing. And let's go secure ourselves another, one of our skulls, as it were. There is no harm in securing another skull at the very least. At least I don't think, anyways. So we're going to take the time to go to the cave entrance here. And see about securing... yeah, there he is. Kygauss. There we go. The skull. What level is it? Level 5. Eh. Yeah, so this is gonna scale out really quick at this rate. It's not gonna be as good. Unfortunately. I was hoping that it was gonna scale to our level, but unfortunately it is not. It's just gonna be as strong as its level 5 counterpart. Alright, well. Let's go back, I guess. Ow. Just spam it from the wall.
Yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Finally got him out. God, we hurt quite a bit there. Deal with the priest. The priest was probably doing a whole lot to cover for them, so... Yeah. Not having a good time, to say the least. Oh well. We'll live. Okay, so far so good. Red Skull. Move this here. There we go. A nice new component to add to the list of components that we've been collecting thus far.
I can't do that yet.
Nearly. That could have gone bad.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll just go this side now. If only to be thorough with our, cleanse. But yeah, no, we're dying a lot more than I expected. Yeah, we need, like, damage reductions for things, so... Things that increase our armor rating are gonna be great. Or just less damage, period. I guess the best choice would probably be, imbued silver. Well, among other things, of course. This will just increase our armor rating slightly, so... There's no reason for us to not add the extra 15 armor. I'm just being stingy with my choices, because, well... I can tolerate death. Alright. This guy's gonna be pretty nasty.
I can't do that yet.
Ow. Well, here we go. The cycle begins.
can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, recover my health. You.
I can't do that yet.
Okay.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Okay, nearly. There we go, got him. Oh, that could have been very nasty had we failed that. But thankfully, we were on our toes this time. Alrighty, nice. For our troubles, we can just talk with Kalados here. It is finished. We get a skeleton key and a blueprint for the skeleton key, which we've already learned. And the Lord Executioner, other questions. Beyond those doors, Resort Rot, other questions. Keep open doors, okay. Alright, there you go. We can go through the Gates of Anguish, but we are going to be saving that for later. Strictly because I know for a fact that we are not ready for it. These dungeons are built like this to be nasty. Very dangerous, and overall, with how we've been performing as of recently, I'm not confident that we would win. So I'm not going to try. I could, but we would lose a lot of experience for doing so. Oh, right, I can go into Broken Hills, specifically. But yeah, no, we're not going to be going through the dungeons. Okay, we're going to go back to Devil's Crossing. We're going to sell some stuff before we go. We've got a full inventory after all. Is this belt any good? It's pretty good, but we don't need it. Got way more armor, but we don't need it. We do not meet the requirements, even though it's pretty good. Let's see. We do meet the requirements for this, but the ones we got on at the moment are better. These ones are weak. Need these. Elemental damage. These do way more elemental damage. We will lose out on casting speed, but we get way more out of it, so we're probably going to go with these gloves. They give you way more defense. Yeah, they give way more defense, so we're going to rely on those more. Sell those. This armor, we do not have the requirements met for it, nor is it any good. We sell these. This helm can go. These boots are weaker. What about these belts here? This has slightly less armor, slightly more fire damage, so it's a seller. We can sell this as well. Before we continue, I'll just quickly do that for the experience. We do not use shields, so we're not going to bother. We do not use ranged weapons. That is a cold weapon. Physical damage. Cold, cold. Physical and cold. These, we do not meet the requirements, even though they have decent elemental damage. The other ones we have currently deal more, slightly. This is worth it. Belt's stronger, but it doesn't cover the specific... Oh, but the 3% attack damage to health is pretty good. We'll sell it, though. 22 fire damage, 25 chaos damage. The fire damage is tempting, I'm gonna be real. Just for the fire damage alone, it's worth considering. But the only good thing about it is probably the bleed resistance, next to, of course, the fire damage. I'm gonna sell it because of the offensive capabilities of this belt, so we'll sell that, we'll sell this. This metal is not worth keeping, so we'll sell it. Most weapons are probably not going to meet our requirements. We've already got the skeleton key recipe. We'll sell this. Keep the blues on the side here, regardless of what they are. Sell 228 for cold and lightning damage with frozen core. Nope. This would be nice, but the armor value got from the other one is better, so we'll sell this. This is tempting, but no, we got elemental damage, so yeah. Nope. No. Toss these in here. The aggressive Kaiga's Skull of Scorching is something interesting. The one we've got here is slightly more... Well, 4 points more energy resistance, 3 points less of poison and acid resistance. Or rather, energy regeneration. 4 points energy regeneration, -3 poison and acid resistance. Otherwise, it seems to be the same. Aside from having a +4 offensive ability. So it's pretty useless there. These gloves we sell. Shoulder pads. These ones are specific to fire damage. But the spirit that we get from the other ones are better, so... Worth selling this. This is sell. This is sell. And a book. It has more fire damage, but it also has vitality damage. I'm gonna say no. We'll sell this. As for the skeleton key, that's another thing entirely. That just goes in here, I guess. There we go. Alright. Items get transferred out into Charlie, the smuggler here.
Got something you need stashed.
There we go.
It's safe with me. Promise.
I guess the only other thing I could think of is finding something for my head. Elms, let's see. Piercing elemental damage. 20% of piercing damage is converted to elemental damage. I just need a spectral crown to rock it. Tempting. I need level 94 anyways. Pierce, poison resist, acid resist, aether resist. This could be good. Gamble though, ain't it? Although, to be fair, it does have better armor value. So, in of its own right, it's decent. And then, of course, you got the Ranger Cask. Yeah, bugger it. Let's see what we can roll here. Cunning, health, energy regen, energy absorbed from spells by a certain threshold. I'll try and make one more, see what that does. Okay, so it has the potential to get lightning and electrocute, but we need something with fire, preferably. Acid poison, chaos, Pierce bleed. We only got so much left. Oh no. I'm in the sunk cost fallacy. And that's that. Ah well. We tried to roll something good, but didn't come up with squat.
Now.
No matter.
Give you a good price on what I've got left.
Well, that's just the reality of it. It happens to the best of us. I mean, I could buy the Devil Badge, I suppose, of Flame. That'd probably be a good choice for us. There's a Devil Badge of Frost as well. Let's get this ribbon, because it will give us some defensive ability, cast speed, and some well-needed defenses. Either that or we go with the Devil's Badge of Frost, but no. I'm going to go with the Devil Badge of Flame here. And let's see. We should definitely get... I guess we go with the 2 Devil's Wrath seals. That way we can boost up Iskandra's Elemental Exchange. Here we go. We'll carry on to those, or carry those with us, because we can utilize them in once we hit level 40. Worth considering, at least. But yeah. We'll just go back to the Broken Hills, deal with that last quest, and we'll probably wrap it up, I'm thinking. So let's go deal with that Harpy. Okay. We'll just go directly straight this time. Okay. You know what? Before we continue any further, I'm gonna go into the loot filter here, and I'm gonna turn off rare, which is green. So we're gonna get specifically infrequent items. And higher. Or monster infrequents, I should say, and higher. This will just give us a whole lot more room to work with when it comes to items. And we don't have to go back as often to sell. It's more convenient, if anything, but it's still nice to do. Okay, that's the end there. So we want to go down south here for the Harpy. Alright, an Adept's Hood recipe. Nice. That completes the quest for the dude. There we go. I guess I should probably real quickly apply those armor values, huh? Moment. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do it this way, yeah. It'll give a slight increase to armor. Slight one, but an increase nonetheless. Okay, there we go. Now we just need... Well, we can just keep exploring here. There's no reason to not. Gives us a little bit more experience to work with. You know what? Before we go any farther, let's actually teleport back to the Broken Hill Rift. And then we can talk with What's-His-Face and then return that quest. If only to get the special perk that you get by completing this quest, which is a skill point, I believe. Oh, you don't actually get the skill point because of... Yeah, no, you don't get the skill point anymore. Because you actually use the little trinket to actually spam through such things. So, you know that thing I used at the very beginning of the game with Devil's Crossing and all that? there's like a little tablet they can use. This is only available for those who've actually managed to get to Orphan Sands specifically, because you can buy those tablets and then you can just prestige your character up. So that's an interesting thing to think about. Alright, well, it's still experience, so I'm not complaining. But, yeah. I guess we lose out on that, slight buff there, but it's fine. Experience alone is still good. Can't really access that area yet, so leave that alone. Okay, we can go up here. This is a melee dual wielding bonus. Okay, so I can't use it without the dual wielding, which kinda is a bummer. I mean, hey, as long as I dual wield in that regard, then I should be good to go. Yeah, let's just forge our way forward. We'll see about getting to the next area, and then we should be good. So we're just gonna make a quick wander across over to this area, specifically here, and we should be good to go. We'll just forge our way until we hit a waygate, and then I'll wrap things up. Till then, just take out as many enemies as we can, I suppose. Hello, hello, a shrine. Okay, let's go into devotion here. Oh, I did not select this. Okay, there we go. Let's take Magi here. We're going to take the fire damage, and we've got defensive ability, elemental resistance, some physique, attack speed, and casting speed. Okay, so completion for this would give us some decent stuff. We still need that 3 and 6, huh? We'll worry about that in a mo. Well, later. I'll just focus on the Magi tree for now. Okay, rip that path, I guess.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. Portal here.
Watch your back. Trust no one.
You don't smell like one of Cronley's gang. Maybe another from Devil's Crossing, then. What do you mean by another from Devil's Crossing? I encountered another survivor from Devil's Crossing just recently who convinced me that Homestead was a place where I could help make a difference. I never got a name, but he cooked a fine meal and told me many remarkable stories about political intrigues in the time of the Empire. Then he set off by himself. If you're headed to Homestead, why didn't you join him? He got up in the dark of the night and told me he was heading on, and he had urgent business in Homestead. I warned him that it would be wise to wait while the trolls and ethereals fought it out in the Smuggler's Pass, but he said he could pass unseen between them if he was alone. Sounds crazed to me, but he was a likable fellow. I hope he fared better than I expect. I plan on fighting through Smuggler's Pass. You could join me. I appreciate the offer, but as I said, the fighting seems too little and a little too intense up there right now. I plan to wait it out. I advise you to do the same, but if you insist on passing ahead, I hope you prevail. What can you tell me about the area? Warming of trolls and harpies, yeah. I take it you've had some experience. Okay. If your name is Elsa, then a mutual friend is looking for you. I can only assume you mean Mornay. It nearly got me killed out in old Arkovia. Bandits got in the night, drawn to his fire, tied me up and dragged me back towards their camp. Probably share me with the rest of the gang. And for them, they weren't very good at tying knots. Okay. Why didn't you return to Mornay? Well, I thought he was dead, but knowing he's back in Devil's Crossing makes it even less inclined to return. He's not a bad man, but I can't stand to have him fawning all over me just like a replacement instead of wife. He believes there's some great romance between us and refuses to accept that I have no such feelings. Should I tell him you're alive? It might be better that he believes me dead. The last thing I need is a lovesick fool pursuing me through this hellish world. Alright. We won't be touching upon that for a while. Better I don't say anything in general. If they happen to meet, they happen to meet. Not about to lie for her, that's for sure. Oh, God. Gunman. My worst enemy.
I can't do that yet.
Wormclaw. Hold on. Oh, it's only good if you got summons. It's alright. For us, though, it's not good enough. Okay. Set a portal up here just for safety. Oh God, okay. Sash of some kind. Nothing that we really need, though. Alright, let's keep going. Hey, level 37, nice. Okay. If I was dual wielding, I can actually get the bonuses here, so... Until then, we need to level up Nightblade up to level 5. That way I can... I need to level up to level 10. That way I can get Phantasmal Armor. So at that point, then I'll start getting armor value out of it. So I guess that's my pursuit for now. I can respec, to be fair, a little bit. Because unless I'm dual wielding, I'm not going to get the benefits that I'm hoping for. So dual scepters are probably going to be something in my future if I'm going to want the extra armor. And you know what? Go back to Devil's Crossing. Let's see about making that a reality. Oh, we've also got another point. Yeah, let's just invest in Spirit, whatever.
Got any more scrap metal?
We're gonna go for weapons. Let's see. We want specifically fire, so... Enchanted Fire Implement, I guess, is probably going to be our best friend. Firestorm Scepter. Requires level 50. That's level 82, 82. And this is a Fire Cold wand here, huh? I mean... It's... got bonuses to inner focus, I suppose, so that's probably better than what we're going to get from this one, so... Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's see. 58 fire damage. Not bad. That said, it does give inner focus boost, so... Let's give it a shot. We got one.
Any more scrap metal?
So let's see about making another. We'll just do a double spellfire here.
Prints you find.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
What troubles you?
Okay, for Nightblade, we're going to take a point away. Didn't mean to do that. We'll just take 1 point from there. This will bring us to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we can get Phantasmal Armor. There we go. Now, I do believe, yeah, this does give me double inner focus. I would say this is the best outcome, considering we've now swapped back to our, our damage output has significantly decreased a little bit. because Aether has changed. But we should be fine, because we've got a whole bunch of elements paired with this, which is ridiculous. But yeah, we've... Let's see. So without it, we've got 4,700. With it, with the item, it increases by about 1,000. Yeah, I'm gonna rely on it without for now. And I guess this is also working in tandem then. So wait, does this increase my defense? Yeah, by wielding this, it actually increases my defense. I lose out on offensive and defensive ability, but... Well, mainly offensive ability, but... Our defensive... Our armor rating increases, so... There is merit there, somewhere.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
And we can just enchant the items that we got with some way to increase fire and aether, I suppose. That's really the only thing I can think of.
Got any more scrap metal?
And we specifically want aether, so let's hope we can get something that is a mixture of fire and aether. Okay. Guns, crossbows, casters offhands. I guess we want this, but we need more scrap.
Any blueprints you find?
I think I can actually buy
Some
scrap,
what's left of
so...
what wears. Put it to good use.
Well, first, let's dismantle our current weapon.
Need something broken down?
Well, no, we'll salvage. We keep the add-on. We want the enchanted flint. We don't need the Pygor's skull, so we'll keep the attachment involved with it. The enchanted flint we will apply to our primary. This will give us a boost in fire damage. And because we can't really stack burning weapon, we'll find an
Hey, got any more
alternative.
scrap metal?
And let's see. I believe there was something that we could use. Hilarian's Shattered Soul would increase fire damage for us. I suppose I could also use the Arcane Lens, which it will increase elemental damage by not only certain thresholds, we'd also get defensibility and skill energy cost. But it's used in amulets, so not that great. Let's look into elemental damages then. $18 elemental damage. Less steel, huh? Do I do vitality damage? I don't. I do burn damage, though. I mean, the staple choice is Searing Ember, but you don't really need that. And this is only used in chest armor anyway, so what am I hard thinking about with that? Ah. I mean, the realistic choice is definitely going to be, like, elemental or this, blessed steel. Because it has way better stuff than, the other stuff, so... So, we need 2 uses of imbued silver, so we'll grab those there. That's going to get rid of all of our aether crystals. Now, if we go to...
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Yeah, we can't really get anything here. I could use dynamite to try and get some scrap, if I'm lucky. But, for now, we'll just... Oh, I did not mean to sell that.
Iron well spent.
Yeah, we'll just take the chance and just use Searing Ember here. It's not ideal, but it will do. It'll give us a slight boost, if you will. But I digress. After troubleshooting, I'm going to wrap it up here. We've managed to make some significant progress. I could have gone further, but for now, I've got stuff to do IRL, so that's sort of why I streamed earlier today. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.